we want to quickly make our predictions for the FIFA 2026 Group A matches and qualifications. The teams that we think will make it to the next round, the round of 32. Because this new format, I think 48 teams are participating. So a lot more teams are qualifying to the next round. So there's like an extra round, an extra buffer, which gives us more games and more opportunities. But yeah, Group A is interesting. We have Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, and Czech Republic.
Yeah.
So they're pretty stacked teams over there, but still like on some unknown players too that probably might have the opportunity to shine in this World Cup. So Steve, I'd like to know just on summary, how many teams which teams you think will qualify
Yeah,
from
it's an
Group A?
interesting team. Group A is interesting. I think it's a team of I would say equal pairs. I think the matchup, there is no team that is um, far better off than the other. So Group A will be a very, very, very interesting team. I think all the teams here have equal chances of qualifying. Mexico, South Africa, Korea Republic, and the Czech Republic. So yeah, anybody can go through in this particular theme. It will be a hard one to pick out which of the teams that will not, or which of the teams that will not be um, going through. Yeah, it will be really, really be a difficult one. All the team have equal chance of progressing in this particular group.
But if you were to make like at the end of the day, everybody cannot win. Actually, that's the rule. So if you were to pick three teams that go out of these four, what would be your pick?
Yeah, like I said, it's a hard one. But yes, so let's start with the ones that the team that we feel it's obvious that they will likely more have higher chances of qualifying. I think from this group A, Mexico has a very good chance of qualifying. They are a South American uh, team, and South American teams are very, very good when it comes to football. I will give Korea the nudge to actually qualify just behind Mexico. So it comes down to um, Czech Republic and South Africa. While personally, I would prefer South Africa to also qualify, maybe uh, leaving out Czech Republic. But I see a scenario where Czech Republic can qualify. So I think between Czech Republic and South Africa, one of them is likely going to be the one to miss out. So yeah, for the sake that I'm African, I'll go with South Africa.
You go South Africa, so you're saying that Czech Republic might not make it to the next
Yeah,
round.
they might
All right.
not, they might not.
So Steve's predictions are Mexico, Korea, and South Africa will make it through from Group A to the next round. All right. My own predictions for this group will be um, I was looking at Mexico and their previous games. Let me just quickly. I think they even played some friendlies too, and I was quite impressed with what they did in their friendlies. They beat Ghana 2-0, and they beat Australia 1-0.
Wow.
So, and not just adding to the fact that they are also the host, a co-host in this competition,
Yeah.
and they'll be playing in their home turf and their own territory. They have that home advantage with the fans
They
and
are
everything.
hosting with America and Canada.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, they are co-hosting this, and so they have that home advantage for sure. They are playing in familiar territory, their environment, their pitch, their weather, and everything. Like I think that all the advantages are stacked for Mexico to go through to the next round for sure. So I'll pick Mexico just like you did, and also the next team is what Czech Republic. Yeah, this is very interesting for me because I'm actually seeing them as one of the favorites. Like in the World Cup quarterfinals, qualifiers, um, they actually played Denmark and and they won on penalties, right? They beat Kosovo. I'm not sure about Kosovo. I don't know like much about their football team, but Denmark is a force to reckon with, of
Yes,
course.
I agree with
And
that.
they're a European team. They like I think last time in the World Cup they played England. That was like a very difficult match, and so therefore, if they can prevail against Denmark, then I see them as a force to reckon with. So I'm actually picking them as one of the guys that I think will qualify. So that leaves us with South Korea and South Africa, like the two Souths. Which of the two Souths do I think will qualify? I'm looking at South Korea. We have Son. Son is like the main star. He used to play for Tottenham, and it was like phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I think they still have some players. I think they have a player from Bayern Munich. They even have no, not Bayern. Like, okay, PSG. They have a player from PSG. Oh yeah, Bayern. They have a defender from Bayern, and then they have a midfielder from PSG. So South Korea is looking dangerous here, But
Yeah.
looking at their looking at their friendlies, they trashed Trinidad 5-0. So that's impressive, but they did not win against Austria, which was like March 31st, like about a month or two ago, I guess. So Austria is the team that Alaba is from, I guess. I don't know much about all their players over there in Austria, but that was a real test. And so losing 1-0 against them is not like a big deal, I think. So South Korea, it's still South Korea and South Africa. So what's my own what how am I seeing South Africa? Seeing South Africa. South Africa, they are not their own local league is actually
South
like
Africa has
very,
a very good
very,
team. Yeah.
yeah, they have a very strong local league back there in South Africa. And I'm looking at a squad right now, and I'm seeing that they have this team called the Mamelodi Sundowns. Is that how to pronounce it? Mamelodi Sundowns. And most of the players are from this team, Mamelodi Sundowns, and of course they're indigenous leagues. Probably just one guy from Europe here. So what I'm looking at in South Africa, especially they played Nigeria in the World Cup qualifiers,
Yeah.
and the Nigerian team is tagged, right? And they were still able to, I think, force a draw in that game. And so I'm thinking that the team is strong, like they're very strong. And what I would see about them is like I think they have chemistry. I think that the South African team have chemistry because most of their players are playing from the same league, and majority of their players come from the same team in that same league, which is the Mamelodi Sundowns. So for that, and for the fact that South Korea has good defenders,
Yeah.
and I like a good defender from Bayern and one from PSG, a midfielder from PSG, I think, which can actually bring a lot of experience and depth to their play,
Yeah.
right? But if Son Heung-min, I don't like he has been playing in like the United States, Los Angeles, for the past season. I don't like he's not visible, so I'm not seeing him
Oh,
as
he
much of a
played
threat
very
as
well.
he.
No, Son Heung-min has given his best in Tottenham. So yeah, you cannot rule him out any time,
I,
any
I can't roll him out. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, he's like we have not been able to see him. He's not like all that. Like once you leave Europe, you don't get that visibility as much. So we don't know the level he's playing at anymore. Um, and to win games, you need to score goals, right? So if I see that their danger man is not available or he's not visible, I can't see him. I don't know if they are able to score as many goals as they can. They should score
Yeah.
when he was visible or something. I would say like I would still say more to South Africa over South Korea. So I guess where do we agree? I think we agreed that Mexico will qualify.
Yeah, I think we both
We
agreed
agreed that
Mexico.
South Africa will qualify. So like you say like Czech Republic will be knocked out in this round, and I see like South Korea will be knocked out in this round. So that would be very interesting to see how that this turns out.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
think all in all, we have both. We have an agreement that Mexico is likely going to qualify. I think
yeah,
the remaining three teams are where the permutations now begins to come in. So yeah, it's
yeah.
very interesting group.
It'll be interesting. Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how this pans out when the game starts. I am Ken. This is Steve. We are from SelectSides.com. Ensure you go to SelectSides and sign up, and you'll be able to predict scores and pick a side on a match-to-match basis, especially for the World Cup coming up. Guys, I'll see you in the next one.